This is what we're making. Let me tell you how it all came to be. Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. You guys, thank you so much. I want to say that in advance for your overwhelming amount of love and support that you have shown me in getting this file out to everyone. The name of this file is Faith in God. And I know you're wondering, well, I don't see the word in. Well, if you look at the file, you'll see that the word faith is in God. So this file was originally created by my husband, Peter. Back in November, he had sketched out this design. This is his scratch paper. And he sketched out this design and he asked me to put it together on a hoodie for him. And I just thought initially, yeah, whatever. And as we got closer to Christmas, I realized, and my daughters realized, they had not gotten Peter a gift yet. And I asked one of my daughters to kind of clean it up and put it on a hoodie for Peter. Well, she cleaned it up. My other daughter cut it out. And then I started to play around with the file, and I realized that it would look nice as a rhinestone template. So you may have seen this design floating around. So this is the rhinestone version, but we're not doing rhinestones because there are a lot of people who are not ready for that yet. Today is all about glitter HTV. I just got my big order in from Atlanta Vinyl. I will make sure to leave a link to their store below this video because I do have a discount code that you can use with them. I'm going to demonstrate the full process of how to do this. All of this is glitter heat transfer vinyl. This is the Siser brand. I love this brand the most. And hopefully you will find this tutorial helpful. If you do, at the end of this video, if you find it helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's look at the materials and then I'll show you a brief overview of what my Etsy shop looks like. The materials I'm using for this project include my Cricut maker. I'm using a green standard grip mat, parchment paper to layer the glitter vinyl. I'm using 6 different colors of Siser glitter heat transfer vinyl, 2 shirts, 1 gray and 1 purple. I'm also using my 16 by 20 auto open walla press that I purchased from Heat Transfer Warehouse. This design, the Faith in God design, can be purchased from Etsy or from my website. I will show you what the file looks like. Let's head over to Cricut Design Space. Let's first start by looking at my Etsy shop. This is what it looks like. It's called Crafting with Delonda. And if you go to the Etsy shop, you will see that there are currently 8 different files that are available to purchase. And the one that I'm using is this one right here. It's the SVG and the PNG version of the file, and I'm only going to use the SVG. So what you would need to do is just download the file after you purchase it and upload it into Cricut Design Space. Okay, so let's head over to Cricut Design Space. I am in Cricut Design Space, and the first thing I'm going to do is upload the file that I just demonstrated on the Etsy website. So I'm going to click Upload, and I'm going to add it to my canvas. When the file comes in, you will notice that the file has 3 layers. There's the inner layer, which is the word faith, the inside layer, which is the green part of God, and then there's the black layer, which is an outline. What I would do, because I'm going to be placing this design on a t-shirt, is I would go over here to the templates on the left and I would scroll down and find the classic t-shirts template. Remember, templates are for reference and they don't actually get cut out. Okay, so the type is a men's short sleeve and the size of the shirts are small. And for the first one, I'm going to use this gray shirt, and I'm going to bring the file over just so I can resize it to a size that's appropriate for what I want. All right, and now right now the view on my screen is at 25%. I am going to bring it up to right at 50% just so we can see everything on the screen. Now, I know that I want to change the colors of this, and the t-shirt templates really are helpful in doing this because I can see what my design is going to look like. So for the gray shirt, I've already decided that I want to use the darker pink as the outline. So where it's black right here, I'm going to click on pink and change the outline to pink. And then for the inner layer, the inner part of the word God, I want that to be white. And then for the inside, the word faith, I want that to be pink also. But, well, it's actually more of a purple color. It looks like this. And I think that's going to look excellent together. So I don't really have to do anything else to this. This is actually ready to be made. And when I look at the size of this file, it's right at 10.8 by 5.13. And because this is an SVG, I can resize this as big or as small as I want this to be. And I think 10.8 is a fair enough size. Okay, so I am going to keep it right there at that size. And what I'm going to do now is just duplicate this because I'm going to put the other three colors on the purple shirt. So now, right now, my template is gray. I'm going to click right here on classic t-shirts at the bottom right corner. And instead of keeping it gray, I'm just going to change the color of the t-shirt to purple so I can see what these colors will look like once I change it up. Now I know I'm finished with this one, so I'll just move it over and I'll start to work with this version of it right here. Now for the purple shirt, the colors that I want to use for the outline, I want that to be black. And then for the inner part of the word God, I want that to be white. And then for the word faith, I want that to be gold. And I think that is going to look excellent. And I'm not going to change the size of this. I actually like the way this is already sized. And what I'm going to do now is click make. And I should be prompted to save this. Let's see. Okay, so your project will be saved to my stuff. I'm going to say yes. And I will call this Faith in God shirts. Okay, and I'll click save. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so I have two layers that will be white, and since I'm cutting heat transfer vinyl, I know that I need to mirror my design, so I'm going to turn the mirror on. Okay, and there's a black layer. I'm going to mirror this. Here is the gold layer. I'm going to mirror this. And here is a purple layer. I'm going to actually move this over to the gold layer. So I'm going to click on these three dots and I'm going to click move object and I'll move it over here to this gold mat. So instead of using 4 mats, I'll use 3. And I'll just move this down so I'll know exactly where to layer. So I know on this mat, I need to have a layer of gold and a layer of purple. And then I have, let's see what else I'm missing. Okay, and then this right here, I'm going to move this to the black mat. So I'm going to click on these 3 dots, click move object, and I'm going to put this on the same mat as the black layer. And I know that I have one down here that will need to be pink, one up here that will need to be black. And because all of these are the same size, I don't have a risk of not knowing what to put on the mat. Okay, so I'm going to click continue. And I'm connecting to my Cricut Maker via Bluetooth. So it's looking for the Cricut Maker. I am using glitter iron-on. I have it saved as a favorite. And I am going to, it says make sure mirror is turned on, and iron-on material is face or shiny side down. I am going to use the default pressure, and if I feel like the material is not cut all the way through, I will do a double cut. Okay, and so what I'll do now is go back to the camera and I will demonstrate how to place the vinyl on the mats. Okay, so everything I'll do from here will be back on the camera. The vinyl that I'm using is Siser glitter heat transfer vinyl, and hopefully you can see that it is very shiny on one side. You can see the glittery effect, and on the other side it just looks plain. When you're placing glitter vinyl on the mat, the pretty side or the glittery side is what goes face down on the mat. I'm going to place this on the mat as straight as I can. Okay, so I have it on the mat. Now I'm going to load the mat into the Cricut maker. I'm going to make sure that it is straight and loaded the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to go under these two bars right here, and I'm going to click the flashing arrow. Because this is heat transfer vinyl, it is mirrored in Cricut Design Space. And now I'm going to press the flashing C. We're at an overhead view now. I'm going to start to weed away the vinyl that I'm not using for the project. So I'm going to start with this black layer. This is the outline. So I'm just using a weeding tool, and I'm going to remove this. So heat transfer vinyl cuts and weeds much easier than adhesive vinyl, in my opinion. So this is weeding very nicely. It's weeding excellently, actually. So now I'm going to remove this inner part because this is the outline. So I'll weed this one in just regular speed, and then we'll speed the rest of it up. Some people save this vinyl and they use this inner part for their next project. I just haven't found a way to do that. I do have my heat press heating up to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. The first shirt that I'm going to press is a Gildan heavy cotton shirt. I'm going to fold it in half and get a crease and a pre-press just right down the middle of the shirt. I have the heat press set to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. I typically do a 5 to 10 second pre-press. I have a crease down the middle. That's how I know where the center of my shirt is. It's typically what I do every time. If you are wondering about this heat press or the cover, all of the information about this heat press is linked below the video. Now I'm going to tack down my layers, and once I put it all together, it's going to look like this, with Faith in the middle, a black outline, and the white glitter vinyl. So I'm going to actually press the black layer first, and I'm just going to tack it down for about 5 seconds. I typically come down about 3 fingers from the collar. So I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to press this for about 3 to 4 seconds. Siser is a hot or cold peel, so I can go ahead and start to peel this. It looks excellent already. Add the white layer inside. All right, and I'm going to add a piece of parchment paper on top. This this will help with the shrinkage of the vinyl. Okay. Press it for 5 seconds. Going to peel this. Oh, it looks good. It looks very, very good. It looks excellent. And now I'm going to press the last layer, and I'm going to press it for the full amount of time. So I'm just going to place this right here in the middle. This looks excellent. This looks excellent. Okay. And I could have played around with those colors. I have so many ideas. Just press for a full 15 seconds. All right, let's take a look at it. You already know I'm going to say I love it. You already know I'm going to say I love it. Look at that. I love it. I love it. It looks excellent. So now let me press the other one. This one is also heavy cotton. Okay. I'm going to get my crease down the middle and pre-press to remove any moisture that might be in the shirt. Here is the crease. Here is pink. It's like a hot pink. And it looks really, really cute. And I just lined it up right here in the middle of the O. Okay, that looks great. All right. Peel this. See how fast Siser is to work with? And I'm not worried about it coming up or shrinking. It looks great already. It actually looks fantastic. All right, same piece of parchment paper. Parchment paper. All right. And I'm gonna peel this. Oh my goodness, this looks fantastic. I didn't know I could love one more than the other. Oh my goodness. This would also look really nice on a hoodie. Probably in like black. I would totally wear that. All right, I'm gonna press this. All right, and I'm gonna turn my heat press off. This is the finished shirt. And what am I going to say? I love it. I love it. I love this one more than the first one, but I love both. I think this is a beautiful color combination. If you are interested in getting these combinations, I will have Atlanta vinyl linked below the video. This is the first shirt that I pressed. I also think this one looks fantastic. And one thing I love about this design is that it's unisex. So it's not just limited to women or men. It is actually unlimited. So it's really made for everyone. Now, if you have found this tutorial helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.